tip will go out of bounds to Carmel. So the Cubs will have the first possession of the game. The attack leads the dribble and the Lions hit the basket. Another opportunity for one of those baseline out of bounds plays that we were talking about, where they had a lot of success last year. Defense coming up and forward. An early start from Mount Carmel. Lady Tarpons Italians. Well done, working with the Chubs on the left side. Another option coming for the Lady Tarpons. Savoie loses the dribble momentarily. Gets it to Terrebonne. Chubbs on the right side. Tarpons working around the perimeter. Savoie walked. Good call by the officials.
The Cubs are in that 2-3 zone defense. They kind of back people playing high. Lady Tarpons might want to hit that short corner.
So in the early stages, Mount Carmel has a lead here as they work it around the Crow on the right side, being closely guarded by Guidry. Now top of the key. They travel. Good call. Our first assumption shuffle up this season.
People can argue with that call. It's obvious.
Oh, they'll argue. Terrebonne to Savoie on the right side. So the rep stock loses it. Now Mount Carmel will look to push the basketball in transition. Lady Tarpons are there, and they'll cause a turnover out of bounds. Good hustle by South Lafourche getting back on defense in transition.
Yeah, Leah Guidry did a great job of getting back, forcing that turnover.
So now Kinsley Terrebonne will come the other way. Top of the key to right side Savoie. 3-0 Mount Carmel in front. 6:20 to go in the opening quarter. Chubbs loses the dribble, but will get it back. On the left side of the floor to the middle, rep stock. Good zone defense by the Cubs. Tarpons are trying to get it inside to Nyla, but are having a hard time doing so. Savoie gets it out to Guidry. Now they get it inside to rep stock on the baseline on the left side. Inside of 6 minutes. Long possession for the Tarps. Trying to dissect this zone. We've got Chubbs open on the left side, inside to Lyons. Lyons got it. Now to Savoie on the right side, and she'll draw a foul.
Yeah, Lady Tarpons trying to work this ball around the zone. They're going to have to use the pass to try and move that zone, trying to get an alleyway to hit Lyons on the inside.
5:45 to go in the opening quarter. Extremely happy you're with us. Terrebonne to Chubbs. Chubbs on the right side attacks and will draw a foul. So I think it'll be a couple free throws coming for Leah Guidry.
Good penetration from Chubbs on that baseline.
She has been very, very good this season, and this has been an area where the Lady Tarpons have struggled. Free throw shooting has been an issue, and she misses the first. Second shot coming. And it is good. So Tarpons on the board. It's 3-1. The Cubs will come the other way. It's Kirsch. Into the left side. Shooter in the corner. Short. Rebound goes to Mount Carmel under the basket. It's Crow. They work it to the baseline area. The ball's on the floor, and Savoie's diving for it, and I think she'll be tied up. The arrow points to South Lafourche, so the Lady Tarpons will take possession.
Good hustle from the Lady Tarpons. Getting on that floor for that loose ball.
Kinsley Terrebonne, the freshman point guard. Tarpons working around the horn. Guidry to the middle lines. Now Terrebonne, she can make that shot. It's a three. Got it. The freshman scores it, and it's 4-3. It's always so much better when you talk good about them and then they make a three right after. Curtis on the right side of the floor. Being guarded close. Blocked by Terrebonne. Now Lady Tarpons looking to push. Chubbs will throw it away. Lyons trying to grab at it. She does. She'll attack the right side. One extra pass, and one pass too many. I think Nyla should have probably attacked there.
Yeah, just a case where we're passing a little.
So now South Lafourche will have a chance for the baseline out of bounds play to try to add to their lead. Chubbs will get it to Savoie at the top of the key. Back to Guidry on the right side. Chubbs will be fouled. So that'll be the third team foul against the Cubs. 4-3, South Lafourche with 4:30 to go in the opening quarter here on KLEB.
With 3 fouls on the Cubs.
2 fouls on Crow. So we'll keep an eye on that. Chubb gets it to Lyons down low, and Nyla will draw a foul. So South Lafourche is now in the bonus for the
good job by Nyla Lyons, who she's seen the little crease in the defense and used her body to draw that foul.
South Lafourche is in the penalty for the final 4:29 of the opening quarter. Fouls becoming an issue for Mount Carmel as Nyla misses the first. Second shot for the junior, the number 2 player in the state of Louisiana in this recruiting cycle. She makes it, and it's 5-3. Mount Carmel will get it inside, now out for a 3-point shot that's flat. Rebound goes to Repstock. Tell you what, they're playing into the hands of the Tarpons, those quick 3-pointers. South Lafourche likes that. Chubbs on the left side of the floor to Terrebonne, working around the Savoie. Repstock in the middle. Back to Savoie. Terrebonne gets it to Guidry on the baseline. Now Savoie top of the key. Inside of 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Terrebonne. Jalea Savoie on the right wing. Now Terrebonne just made one. Thought she was going to pull again. Repstock can make that shot. She'll shot fake and get it to Savoie. Deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with South Lafourche.
Lady Tarpons doing a good job staying patient. But I think still use the pass instead of the dribble to move that zone. And the back or short corner is going to open up for you.
Chubbs will inbound right in front of the Mount Carmel bench. She gets it to Terrebonne. Savoie inside to Guidry. Just missed the bunny. Boy, she was open. Now Mount Carmel pushing it the other way. Lyons will deflect it and corral it in front of the South Lafourche bench. Lady Tarpons looking to run. Good hustle by Nyla. Savoie on the right side to Guidry. Guidry to Terrebonne. Terrebonne at the top of the key now. Savoie on the left side inside to Nyla. Nyla feeding it. Nice pass. Repstock can't quite corral it clean. Savoie will step into long 2. No. Rebound goes to Mount Carmel. That's number 20, Therese. Good ball movement from South Lafourche early, though. Melton. Yeah, they got away with an illegal screen. Another quick 3. No. Rebound goes to Repstock. The outlet pass to the guard will lead to a foul, and Chubbs will go shoot 2. Brian, look, it's early. We're only in the first quarter. There's 2:51 still to go in the first quarter. Mount Carmel can't win this game shooting all those threes and committing all those fouls. They're going to have to clean some of that stuff up.
No, and that's what hurts, where you get these cheap, kind of silly fouls early in the quarter. Then right here was just a hustle foul.
Yep.
But normally it would have been out of bounds. But instead they're shooting free throws. Lady Tarpons have to take advantage of it.
Chubbs will shoot 2. Got it. I should remind or let everybody know, I should probably just stick to one. The young lady's name is Alea Guidry, so I'm going to call her Guidry and Chubbs both tonight. She wants to be called Chubbs. I, by habit, call her Guidry. So if you hear the name Chubbs or you hear the name Guidry, it's the same kid.
Or Alea.
There you go. Not to be confused with number 20, Riley Guidry, who just checked into the game. So complicating things even further. The second free throw is no good. And now Carmel gets the rebound. Will come the other way. Burner has it deflected out of bounds. Boy, nearly threw it right to Nyla Lyons, who gave a volleyball swipe and deflected it away. Mount Carmel has made 1 3-pointer. That's it. That has been their only offense in the evening so far. Burner working at the top of the key. Lazy with the dribble. Sava gets on the floor, tries to take it away. Screen action. Fitzpatrick with a mid-range pulley. No good. Rebound to Guidry, and the Lady Tarpons will come the other way. Up 3. Savoie. Guidry feeds it into Lyons. Nyla backs down and will have it blocked, but the rebound will go to Guidry. Guidry has it taken away. Tries to get it to Savoie, but Burner steps in front of it. Good steal. Transition opportunity for the Cubs, where the Lady Tarpons are swarming all over it. Terrebonne steals it away. Kinsley Terrebonne to Alea Savoie on the left wing. Inside of 2 minutes in the opening quarter. Chubbs, shot fake, attacks the lane, shoots it up, and will draw the foul. So Alea Guidry will shoot 2. The foul is going to be on 20. That's the second foul on Kate Cerise, the second Mount Carmel player to have 2 fouls in the evening, as the foul situation starting to add up.
Lady Tarpons doing a good job on offense, moving the ball. Nyla Lyons using her body well on the inside.
Free throw is good. One more coming for Miss Alea Chubbs Guidry. She missed that one. Rebound goes to Mount Carmel. Lady Tarpons continuing to leave some points at the line. It's not been a strong suit of them this season. Double dribble, easy double dribble there.
Triple dribble.
Cerise, just an unforced turnover, no pressure, just lost the handle. And if you want to win in the tank, those are the mistakes you just can't make. Number 11, Cammie Petrie, just checked in, and she double dribbled. So the Lady Tarpons trade turnover for turnover with 1:34 to go in the opening quarter. Mount Carmel has made 1 outside shot. That is it. Burner will shoot a mid-range pull-up off the dribble. That's just a tough shot. Rebound goes to Petrie. Terrebonne will trot the other way. Long outlet pass to Chubbs on the right side. Lyons walked. Yes, she did. She dragged her pivot foot. A little indecisive on the pass.
Look, the Lady Cubs are going to have a hard time winning this game if they keep just shooting up from the outside.
Yep.
Lady Tarpons doing a good job of allowing 1 shot.
And I guess the counter to that, if you're a Cub fan, is, hey, we're not playing very well right now. We're only down 4. So Lady Tarpons would like to get a little more separation. Hirsch. Job by the Tarpons switching that screen and that tight man-to-man defense. Coach Luke has worked really hard to put that in. A close shot on the inside, no good. Rebound to Cammie Petrie. Terrebonne. The Chubbs on the right side. Inside of a minute, Petrie. Tarpons working around the horn, trying to get it into lines. Instead, it'll be Terrebonne. Thought about the 3. Ball movement. Alea Guidry on the left side of the floor, and the baseline has it. Tarpons might be holding for 1 here inside of 30 seconds. We'll see. Get it inside to Guidry. She can't catch it clean, and it'll go out of bounds. They're trying to get it to Riley Guidry. Couldn't catch it clean.
Yeah, right idea. Just let her settle down on the post.
23 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Mount Carmel does have the arrow. Chance to get 2 possessions in a row here. 15 seconds to go. They work it to the right side of the floor. That's Burner. Loses it. Cammie Petrie on the floor. but they get it back. Burner now will attack out for an open throw. It was going to be an open three, but the Cajun Crazies got him a victim. They started hooting and hollering. Fitzpatrick lost the dribble out of bounds. 5 seconds to go. Can the Lady Tarpons get a shot up here? Coach Luke made Terrebonne aware of it. I think they'll roll the ball here. Now Cornwall is not indicating any pressure. Kinsley will let the ball roll. She'll get it at half court. Teacher's got to make a move. Got to shoot. Kinsley at the buzzer. No. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter with our score. South Lafourche 7, Mount Carmel 3. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. No doubt about that, my friend. Mount Carmel is out of the huddle. The Lady Tarpons are going to be trailing them in just a second. Coach Luke giving some instructions to her team.
Yeah, look, Mount Carmel, when you shoot the ball that quick in the offense, you're not allowing the defense to even foul you. And that's why the Lady Tarpons got to the line. The Lady Tarpons had 8 free throws.
First action of the game for Courtney Dewey, who checks in. Speaking of good defenders, she's a very good defender. See if she could cause some chaos. Cubs working on Terrebonne. Now they get to the right side of the floor. Zapardo. In the corner they go, top of the key. Low curl on the inside. Now back out. Nearly a travel by Carl. Working it around the horn. Right side of the floor. And a moving screen will be the call on Trops. Coach Luke is fired up as her team gets another stop.
Lady Tarpons doing a great job of playing defense. So they help side defense, jump into the ball. There's not many openings for the Cubs.
Terrebonne coming the other way. Gets it to Dewey. Work it around back to Terrebonne on the baseline area. To Guidry. Guidry gets it to Lyons on the block, who gets it on the opposite block to Dewey, who lays it up and in. Using Nyla's, the attention that she draws, the double came over and it led to a reverse layup, or not a reverse layup, but a pass on the opposite block for a layup as Sawa deflects it out of bounds on the other end.
Nyla does a great job of looking to the weak side when she catches the ball in that high post.
Lady Tarpons on a 9-0 run. Mount Carmel scored first. It's been all South Lafourche since. Top of the key now to the left side for a 3. No. Rebound goes to the floor, and South Lafourche has it. Coach Luke wants her team to turn 50-50 balls into 100-0 balls, and the Tarpons have done that. They've gotten just about all of the loose balls so far. Dewey on the left side to Terrebonne. The corner, dribbling back out to the top of the key now. Savoy. Dewey on the right side. Now Terrebonne again. Tarpons running some clock with the 6-point lead. Terrebonne on the right baseline area. It's the Lions. Lions thought about a pass inside and said Savoy working around to Dewey. Dewey just made a layup a second ago. Savoy, top of the key to Terrebonne. Long three. Got it! How about it?
You can't leave her that wide open.
The freshman with 6 early points, and it's 12-3. And a travel called on Mount Carmel. Trots. And the South Lafourche defense is smothering the Cubs early. Coach Luke telling Chubbs to go check into the game, for whom McKinsley needs a break. So Lady Tarpons will go from one freshman point guard to another. Guidry to Savoy on the right side of the floor. Back to Guidry. How about a three again? Oh, just short. Nyla fighting for the rebound. Can't quite corral it. They're trapping in the corner. And a foul will go on Chubbs.
Yeah, it's a good hustle foul.
And that's one of those you can live with because you're not in the bonus. You haven't committed lazy fouls. Create an opportunity winning a 12-3 ball game. Mount Carmel hasn't scored in more than a full quarter of basketball. They scored 1 minute into the game. We're at the 5:30 mark of the second quarter. They still have just that lone three-pointer. Carl. It's a Kirsch at the top of the key. Chubbs all over. Help defense comes, and Nyla tries to swat it away. Lady Tarpons recover. Over to the right side, and it's tied up by Savoy. Boy, Lady Tarpons are relentless on defense, man. They are all over right now, and if you put the ball in front of someone, they're pulling it out of there.
Yeah, they just come after you. They keep coming after you.
5:06 to go in the opening half. South Lafourche by 9. Dewey on the left side of the floor in the wing. The Chubbs on the left baseline. Reverse pass. Inside the Nyla, and she has it blocked, but Dewey on the putback is up and in. Dewey with 4 points. And a travel on the Cubs, and the Lady Tarpons continue to stifle them with their defensive intensity. And Brian, I got to tell you, I saw this team play about, 2 weeks ago against Thibodaux. This team has gotten a lot better even since then. And a timeout will be called by the Cubs.
Coach of Mount Carmel was trying to call timeout. Official passed right in front of her bench and never heard. Never heard her call it.
Is it a full or is it a 30? It is a full. Let's keep it here, but it's late into it. We'll see how this goes. But Brian, what you seeing, man? 14-3. It's a 14-3 run right now for the Lady Tarpons.
Yeah, the difference. The Lady Tarpons on their offensive side of the floor, they are running offense. They have girls moving around, moving without the basketball. The Lady Cubs, the Tarpon defense is not allowing them to run much offense. They're just passing the ball out on the perimeter. And if you relax one time on offense with the ball, you're getting it stolen. They come in your face, and they've got active hands. You got to be impressed with the defense right now from the Lady Tarpons.
And Coach Luke did tell us, she said, hey, look, our defense is going to be ahead of our offense for a while. But she also said, hey, our defense is pretty doggone good. And that's something that they have going for them.
And the thing is, the Tarpons are getting post touches. The Lady Cubs are not.
Yeah.
And when you get the post touches, you can get into the bonus a lot earlier. And it shows when you don't get the ball inside, there's no fouls.
Chubb stays at the point. Dribbles across the timeline to Dewey, who's had a big first half. Now back to Guidry on the left side. Chubbs will shoot a mid-range. No. Rebound back tapped, but the Cubs will corral it. And they'll push down the floor. Labiche.
Well, she turns it over.
Yeah, she nearly walked. Kirsch. On the left side of the floor. Carl thought about the three. Lady Tarpons have them discombobulated right now. Good help defense. Ball's on the floor, and South Lafourche pulls it away. They're looking to run. 4:08 to go in the opening half. Chubbs in transition on the left side. We'll reverse it out to Dewey. It's knocked out of bounds, and Lady Tarpons will inbound in front of the Mount Carmel bench. It has been about 11 minutes of game action since Mount Carmel has scored. They scored 1 minute into the game. We're midway through the second quarter, and they have not scored since. Dewey on the right side attempts a mid-range. That was deflected, and Mount Carmel will pull it out of there. Labiche, long outlet pass, and a foul on Chubbs, and I think that'll be her second. So that'll lead to Miss Kinsley Terrebonne checking into the ball game.
And again, that's just a hustle foul. I mean, that could have very easily not been called.
Yeah. 3:42 to go in the opening half. Happy you're with us here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Kirsch getting a high screen. Now dribble into the paint, kick it out for a corner three. That's no good. Rebound goes to Terrebonne. Terrebonne is going to lose it out of bounds. Thought there was some contact there. The officials disagreed. South Lafourche will get possession after the ricochet. .325 to go in the opening half. Savoie on the left side. Going to get to Terrebonne on the baseline. Now Guidry. Terrebonne's had the hot hand, working around the Douay. Now Savoie thought about the shot. Savoie will penetrate, lose the dribble, and it'll go to the Cubs. Farrell to Pratini. Now Kirsch. Cubs just trying to see something go through the bucket right now. It has been a tough half for them on the offensive side. Burner to Pratini, holding it high. That's a lazy pass. Terrebonne's going to intercept that every single time. And she gets fouled. And as much as I would want to say, Brian, that the Cubs are just not running very good offense, they're also being smothered, too. It is a combination where it's impatient offense, but it's also very good defense, too.
100% is the Lady Tarpon defense that's doing that.
They are flying around. Lions will take a breather. O'Quinn will check in the late stages of the half. Extended minutes for Nyla. She had been coming off of the bench to start the season after volleyball. Savoie with a three. No, rebound flying in Douay, but she'll lose it out of bounds. Good hustle. As 20, Cerise will check into the game. They got two Cerises, Kate Cerise and Claire Cerise. Claire's 3, Kate is 20. Fortunately for us right now, only Kate is in the game, so we only got one to keep track of. Savoie with a steal. In transition she goes. At the rim she goes. Lays it up and missed it. Rebound goes to the floor, and it's going to be tied up. The arrow pointing to Mount Carmel. See, those are the little ones there that the Lady Tarpons got to start converting. That's a point-blank layup.
Yeah, you're going to have to shoot that under pressure.
The separation from this team right now is that next step in their development. Got to start cleaning up those free throws, make those layups, those little things.
Lady Cubs got to find an answer against this defense.
Kirsch. And they get to Burner. A little roll on the inside, nearly a travel. They get it to the right wing, blocked on a three. Offensive rebound. Kirsch now reversing it to the wing for a three. Air ball. But I don't know that the three-point contest is the answer, and that seems to be what they think is the answer right now, shooting a lot of long shots.
Yeah, they got to get some post touches. They had the pick and roll and a nice job around the foul line there. You come to a jump stop right inside the lane and try and shoot that ball.
Coach Luke is going to call a 30-second timeout to talk to her team. And let's talk about it. If you're Mount Carmel now, you're down 11. You haven't scored in almost 2 full quarters. You scored 1 minute into the game. We're almost at half. You have not scored again. That at some point becomes mental, right?
When you got to find a way to get points, and you can score in transition. That's a way, but the Lady Tarpons are, I think, too quick for them to do that. You got to get to the free throw line, which they're not going to get to the free throw line if they keep shooting these shots from the outside. So they got to find out what they want to do, and they're going to have to decide something fairly quick right now. If you want to pick up the transition game or try and get the ball on the inside.
Well, I was about to say, is an option to just come out, start pressing them, trying to get some easy ones that way.
That could be.
Now, spoiler alert, I don't know that they can.
The next point. If you don't, if you can't do it, you call the game. They're going to just run them out of the gym.
Terrebonne coming across the timeline. Gets it to Douay. Douay to a cutting Savoie at the rim. Will have it blocked away, but she'll steal it back. I like Savoie's hustle, man. She never gives up on a play. Terrebonne on the left side all the way through. Nice pass to O'Quinn, who lays it up and in. And it's 16 unanswered for the Lady Tarpons. 1 minute to go, roughly, in the half. Corner three. Got it. That is Cerise. They desperately needed it. 2 threes in the half for the Cubs. It's 16-6.
Cubs switching up the defense, not in a 1-3-1.
Coach Luke directing traffic. Try to get her team prepared for the change. Terrebonne to Savoie. Savoie to Douay. Douay at the top of the key. Maybe a last shot opportunity for the Lady Tarpons. 26 seconds and counting. They're just kind of shadow boxing their midcourt. 20 seconds to go. Terrebonne. Get it to Savoie on the baseline area. Savoie tried to get it inside to O'Quinn. I don't know how they didn't call a kick there. I thought that ball was kicked. But it's stolen away. Mount Carmel in transition. They'll overshoot the pass, and it'll go out of bounds with 2.6 to go.
Yeah, if your foot's still on the floor, I don't believe it's a kick.
Yeah.
If your foot comes off the floor, then it's a kick ball.
Terrebonne will get it in, and oh my goodness, that's a walk. Kinsley didn't realize that there was time left on the clock. She just started walking to the bench with the basketball. They do call the travel, but it's after the clock expires. So after one half, South Lafourche has a 16-6 lead over Mount Carmel. Jason, let's go ahead and take a 3-minute break. When we get back, our halftime report with the Tarpons up 10 here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
In 2025, Rev eclipsed the $1 million milestone in scholarships. Applications for our 2026 scholarship are starting soon. Graduating seniors in all our service regions are encouraged to apply before the February 11th deadline, so make sure to give it your best shot. For more information on the application process, including a full list of criteria and guidelines, visit letsrev.com/scholarships. We are Rev, 90 years of building connections.
cheer from the tank, the newly shined tank. I don't know if I said that right. Shined, waxed. What do you call that? Waxed?
Varnish.
Varnish, yeah.
Wax.
How about really shiny and really awesome? That work?
That works.
The Tarpons will have the arrow, so they will possess first. Chubbs, Kinsley Terrebonne, Claire Epstock, Alea Savon, Nyla Lyons. That's the 5 for South Lafourche. Let's party. Savon on the right side of the floor. Terrebonne, who had the hot hand shooting in the first half, made a couple of long threes. That second three she made was really long. As it poked away, good tight defense, but then a reach-in foul on the Burner. That's her second foul. Fouls were a big issue for the Cubs in the first quarter. Not as much in the second quarter. They cleaned it up a little, but then a cheap one there.
Cubs switched again to a 1-2-2 defense.
Salvada Terrebonne. Chubbs on the right side, using a screen from Repstock. Now to Terrebonne. Salva on the baseline area will attack, get it to the top of the key three. Chubbs, oh, short. I thought she made it off of her hands. Just a little short. Now the Cubs looking to run. Look at the hustle. Tarpons diving on the floor, can't corral it. Instead, it'll be a three-pointer by Carl that's good. And a quick timeout by Mount Carmel. So they've got 9 points, all three-pointers, and a quick 30-second timeout by their coach.
With that one guard front on defense, it's forcing the Lady Tarpons to run their offense closer to midcourt. And it's not ideal. That's not what you want. But if they can get the ball to the wing, the back people are coming up. And when the ball is especially going to the corner, that short corner is going to open up for them.
Coach from Mount Carmel, Jamie Tomatis. Mount Carmel strikes early in the third, just like they did early in the first with a 3. But the Lady Tarpons will lead by 7. Terrebonne, Chubbs on the right side. Chubbs, get back to Terrebonne. The left corner, or left wing area rather, extended. Now Chubbs in the right corner for a 3. Looks short, it is, doesn't touch anything. Rebound goes to the floor. It's a tie-up. The arrow points to Mount Carmel. I think Lady Tarpons caught a break there. I think Alea had a lot of arm there on that tie-up.
Yeah, and her shot, she was off balance.
One of those where Chubbs got to just set her feet, shoot it a little more in rhythm. Can Mount Carmel get closer? Offense has been a struggle. Tight defense by Terrebonne on the ball handler, throws it up. Nyla will slot it out of bounds. Good job by Kinsley disrupting Julie Kirsch, just meeting her right at half court, making her pick up her dribble. Kirsch trying to get it in. Top of the key shot fake. Now to the left side of the floor they go. Good ball movement from the Cubs. A little more patient on offense so far. They get it inside with a paint touch. We didn't see that in the first half, but it's blocked away. Rebound goes to Repstock. 6:20 to go in the third. Lady Tarpons up 7. Chubbs has it deflected and stolen. Tried to get it to Claire on the inside, but it's blocked away. Burner to the left corner, now inside into the paint. Shooting it up, wild shot, no. Rebound goes to Terrebonne. That's got to be a foul. Goodness, yes it is. Late whistle, but an easy call. That's the 3rd foul on Emma Crow.
And look, when they go back and watch this tape here, it's okay sometimes to play in back of the post.
Yeah.
That time, Claire got caught in back of the post, but she had help on defense, and it took not a very good shot.
Maybe one of the reasons why the Mount Carmel team has not tried to go inside more. Crow has been in foul trouble the whole game. Just picked up her 3rd there. Chubbs on the right side, loses the dribble. It's knocked out of bounds. I think the Lady Tarpons will keep it. Nope, they're going the other way. Coach Luke doesn't like that call. She had a better look than the official did. So it happened right in front of her. But she doesn't offer any commentary.
I kind of thought it went off of the Tarpon player, but
Yeah.
I think they had some contact too. But
I'll say one thing. You'll never say, oh, yeah, Mr. Official, we knocked it out.
yeah.
Douay's in the game now for South Lafourche. She's harassing Burner at the top. On the right side of the floor, now a three-point try. Short rebound, the rep stock.
Good job by Claire.
The Lady Tarpons get a bucket. And a foul will be called, and the fouls are starting to become an issue for the Cubs again.
Lady Cubs got to get this game close where they don't have to pick up high.
Yeah.
Because they are committing these fouls at midcourt. Can't happen.
Yep, I think that's a very good point, Brian. They got to stay within striking distance, because if they have to extend, I don't think they could guard without fouling. Caroline Hemel just checked into the game. Douay. Chubbs gets it to Hemel. Hemel trying to back down. Gets it to Terrebonne. Terrebonne will get it to Douay. Douay trying to get to Nyla. Boy, some really good defense by the Cubs on Nyla lines. They got one in front and in back. Coach Luke will call a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. But it's the South Lafourche offense that has gotten a little sluggish. They're going to be trying to find something to crack the code here. This has been a little while without a bucket for the Lady Tarts.
Yeah, it has. And the Lady Cubs came out of the locker room. I think they kind of had a better plan, or they were all on the same page to start the third quarter.
So about midway through the third quarter, 16-9, South Lafourche in front. It is Douay, Terrebonne, Alea Guidry, Caroline Hemel, and Nyla Lyons on the floor for the Tarps. It is Claire Cerise, Julie Kirsch, Lucy Pratini, Katie Cerie, and one more, 11. That's Carl on the floor for the Cubs. And an offensive foul called on Cerise, and the Cubs are over the limit for the remainder of the third quarter. Can South Lafourche get to the free throw line with 4:48 to go?
When you said that ball pick, you got to pick a spot and you got to stay there. It's up to the person dribbling the ball to go off the screen.
Next stoppage, remind me to ask you about that, as we have a deflection from Douay trying to get it to Lyons. Now Terrebonne steadies the offense to Guidry. To the corner, Hemel gets it to Nyla. Nyla with a clean look, and she'll draw the foul. So what I want to ask, Brian, I was mentioning this during one of the Nichols broadcasts. How important is the guard on that screen roll play? Because I think it's just as important as the screener. The timing has to be perfect, right?
Yeah, you talking the one setting the screen or the dribbler?
The dribbler. The dribbler's got to get there at the right time, correct?
Yeah. And the person setting the screen, you got to go to a spot, and you got to stay there.
Yeah.
And the person dribbling the ball should come close enough to the screen where they don't have to move.
Nyla missed the first free throw, touched every piece of the bucket, made that one. It's 17-9. A sub checks into the game. Audrey Kraft for Mount Carmel, down 8 now. And if you're saying, hey, 8-point game, no big deal. Well, they've only scored 9 the whole game, so it's a larger deficit than normal. Getting a high screen there, trying to free up Kirsch. The Terrebonne harassing her on the ball. Gets through, shoots it up, no. Rebound goes to Lyons. Lady Tarpons have them in the bonus. Can they draw some fouls here and get to the free throw line? Guidry to Hemel, has a good mid-range shot. Instead, will get it to Nyla with a paint shot and just missed it off the heel. Rebound goes out of bounds to the Cubs. That's better offense, though. That's a good look.
That's good offense.
Got a good shot, just didn't convert it. And now the Cubs will walk it the other way.
I can see the Lady Tarpons coming double some of these screens here at the top.
Carl working to the right side, Cerise. Now back to Carl, holding it high at the top of the key. Almost a moving screen again. Nyla diving on the floor, trying to get the loose ball. Can't corral it. Kirsch Working it to Cerise on the right side. Due all over. Got away with the travel. Now to Coral. Picks up her dribble. Tarpon defense swarming. The Cubs do get it to Pertini. Now to the corner they go. Top of the key. Tough mid-range shot. Way short. Rebound the Hema. That's an excellent defensive possession from South Lafourche. Terrebonne will get it to Due on the right side. Due inside of 3 minutes in the third. Chubbs on the left side. Inside to Terrebonne. She's fouled. She'll be shooting 2. That is the benefit of the bonus. The Lady Tarpons are in it, and now they can make some free throws. They'll balloon this thing back out to double digits.
When you're trying to come back and you only scored 9 points so far at this point in the game, you can't allow the other team to shoot free throws.
Kingsley made that one. Brian, I don't know the stats. I'm just guessing. We both watched the game together. I think the Lady Tarpons have shot more than Mount Carmel has taken so far, or has made more than Mount Carmel has taken.
Oh, yeah. They only made three pointers.
Yep. 19-9. She makes them both. It's a double-digit lead again. 2:48 and counting in the third. Can Mount Carmel come back? On the left side of the floor. Attack baseline. Hemel is there. Top of the key trying to go on line. Now Kirsch being guarded by Terrebonne. Kraft with an open 3. Got some separation. Missed it. Strong rebound to Nyla Lyons. Lyons will get it to Terrebonne, and the Tarpons will trot the other way. Long pass to Chubbs. Chubbs will attack inside to Nyla. Nyla will lay it up and draw the foul. South Lafourche starting to find a little gold with that high-low action, getting Nyla involved. She will shoot 2.
Well, it's not quite the short corner. They're dribbling toward the short corner, and that is opening up that middle of the defense.
2 shots coming for Miss Nyla Lyons. She's been quiet today, just 1 point. She missed that one.
Nyla's going to have to watch that leg.
Yeah, she's playing through it right now, and from what I understand, she misses that one. The doctors have told her it's just a pain tolerance thing. You can't make it any worse. Just trying to fight and push through it. Cerise will check in. And Nyla will take a breather for maybe the final 2:19 of the quarter as Claire will check into the game. Chubbs will have it taken away, but they're fighting on the floor for the loose ball. Rebstock gets on the floor, and it's going to be a tie-up. The arrow points to South Lafourche. Lyons is at the training table now, but I don't know that she's dealing with anything with the knee. I think it's something with her hands. Chubbs got to get it in, gets it to Caroline Hemel on the right side. Hemel will be bodied up, and it'll stay with South Lafourche. There's some contact there. No whistle. Chubbs will inbound. Tarpons in a box set. 2:11 to go in the third. Due trying to corral it near midcourt. In trouble, gets it to Terrebonne. Terrebonne top of the key to Hemel on the left side. Caroline to Terrebonne. Thought about the long 3. Due. Chubbs on the right side. Tarpons with a patient possession. Why not? You're up 10 in the second half. Try to force it inside to Rebstock. It's pulled away.
That time they didn't get any ball reversal in the offense.
Cubs will come in transition. They'll fire up a 3. No. Rebound will go to Terrebonne. She looked to push. Down the floor. Does not have numbers. Out of control, and she'll lose it out of bounds, and that's not going to make Coach Cathy look happy.
No, but I think Kinsley's the right idea in mind. I think she was trying to slow down the dribble back on. It just took a crazy bounce.
90 seconds to go in the third. 19-9. Kirsch. The right side of the floor, high-low, but they'll have it ripped away by Terrebonne, and Kinsley will walk it the other way. Kinsley to Chubbs. Now Hemel, she can make that mid-range. Got it.
Good extra pass.
Got an 18-footer from Caroline Hemel, and the Lady Tarpons have more than doubled them up. Left side, they go Carl, shoots a tough shot. No, rebound goes to Hemel. Inside of a minute, South Lafourche is up by a dozen. Terrebonne. Chubbs on the right side. To Terrebonne. Little dribble handoff back to Terrebonne when you got it to Repstock. Now top of the key. 28 seconds to go. 22 seconds to go. Terrebonne still dribbling through. Lady Tarpons do not have the arrow, so they'll draw a foul here. Terrebonne, that's just a bad foul. Cerise just came up and got impatient with playing defense and just came and ran her over.
That's things you can't do.
So 2 shots coming for Kinsley Terrebonne. The Tarpons are up a dozen, trying to extend that lead. Kinsley has been very good tonight. Her first shot is up and in and out. Free throw shooting. Boy, that is going to be something Coach Luke will continue to harp on. It has not been good again tonight. Work in progress. But you could see a world where with the way this team guards, they start cleaning up some things in the paint, making some free throws. Goodness almighty. Terrebonne makes that one. 22-9 the score. 15 seconds to go. Can Mount Carmel get a bucket here? They'll attack into the paint. It's deflected, stolen by Douay. Douay in trouble, gets it to Terrebonne. Terrebonne looking to push down the floor. 5 seconds to go. Across the timeline, Terrebonne to Savoy at the buzzer. No. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter with our score. South Lafourche 22, Mount Carmel 9. We'll be back in 1 minute with the fourth quarter here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
In 2025, Rev eclipsed the $1 million milestone in scholarships. Applications for our 2026 scholarship are starting soon. Graduating seniors in all our service regions are encouraged to apply before the February 11th deadline, so make sure to give it your best shot. For more information on the application process, including a full list of criteria and guidelines, visit letsrev.com/scholarships. We are Rev, 90 years of building connections.
Came out in the third quarter. I think, I'm not going to say a better plan, but execution-wise, they were a little bit better compared to the first half. Lady Tarpons are giving the Lady Cubs one shot at the basket. And that's it. They're doing a great job of securing the ball after these shots from the outside, and they're not fouling. When teams are down now, they want to score when the clock is stopped. And the Lady Tarpons are not giving them that opportunity.
I don't know if Mount Carmel has attempted a free throw, period. I don't think they have.
I don't think they have.
For the Lady Tarpons to start the fourth, Caroline Hemel, Claire Repstock, Kinsley Terrebonne, Alea Savoy, and Courtney Douay. The same 5 that finished the third. They're down. Or excuse me, the Tarpons are up 13 rather, with 8 minutes to go. Burner. Using the screen. Right side of the floor, low euro, and there, as we say it, will be the first free throws of the game.
Now, that was a good job by the Cubs getting into the paint and drawing the foul.
First foul shots from Sabrina Burner. 2 shots coming. They need them both. They're down double digits in the fourth, and she missed the first. Front of the rim and out. Second shot. Made that one. That's 22-10. They're extending their defense, coming with some pressure. Terrebonne will just dribble right through it across the timeline, but she overshoots the pass to Savoie out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover. So, step one, get a point. Step two, get a turnover. We'll see if the Cubs can add to it here, get it back into single digits. Burner to the right side in the corner. That's Carl. Now back to Burner. Top of the key working on Terrebonne.
That's a walk.
To the left corner, Dewey harassing Melton. Terrebonne on the floor, and it's a tie-up. The arrow points to Mount Carmel. 7:15 to go. Nyla will check back into the game. Lions will give Hemel a break. Open in the corner for a three, short. Rebound goes to Repstock. That was a miss by Burner. It's a clean look, though. Terrebonne. Into Dewey on the left side. Courtney Dewey back to Terrebonne. South Lafourche wants to be patient on offense here. If you could run a minute off the clock, why not? You're up a dozen. Terrebonne. To Dewey on the left side. Dewey. Inside to Repstock. Repstock backs down. Got a little off balance to Savoie. Kinsley's wide open for three. No. Rebound goes to Repstock, and now it's on the floor. And Mount Carmel has it for the time being. Lady Tarpons will drop back in the defense. Good hustle both ways. Burner working on Savoie. Now to the left side of the floor they go, trying to get it inside. Repstock denying that pass. They go to the baseline. Repstock has it pulled out behind the three-point line. Burner working on Savoie. Will attack. Terrebonne with the help. Repstock takes the charge, doesn't get the whistle. Oh, a blocking foul called. I don't know about that one. Said it was a flop.
I don't mind the call. It's how late it was.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this. And they'll be upset, but they're always upset. If the shot would have went in, would they have blown the whistle?
No.
I agree. First free throw is no good.
Yeah, I mean, the call is a call. I'm not going to disagree with the call. It just came a little late.
Lions gets the rebound on the second miss. No, this has been a very well officiated game. We're not criticizing. Terrebonne. That one I thought was a kick. But goes back to South Lafourche on the right side. 5:45 to go. Repstock on the left side of the floor. To Terrebonne. Chubbs, the left baseline. Tarpons being patient. 5:30 to go. Up 12. In a very low-scoring game. But when you're playing defense like South Lafourche is, that's okay. Lions on the post. Laid up and good.
That's just an athlete running the ball in the post.
Yeah, that wasn't a great entry pass. Nyla just mossed her defender and scored. Mount Carmel has to have it now. Down 14. A three-point shot is good from Cerise, and they will call a timeout. So 24-13. It is a full. Let's take it with them. It will be back in 1 minute with the Tarpons up 11 here on the Tarpons Sports Radio Network. My apologies. The Tarpons, Mount Carmel called a 30-second timeout. I think all they had were 30s left. And Lafourche goes against the pressure. Almost got a layup, but instead turned it over. So the Cubs are in possession, down 11 with 4:35 to go. Carl on the left wing working on lines, nearly stolen by Chubbs. They get it back to Carl. Stolen. Terrebonne pushing it down the floor. Kinsley on the right side of the floor into the lane. Out to Chubbs for an open three. No. Rebound goes to Savoie. Pull it out, Alea. That's exactly what she will do. 4:13 to go. Lafourche runs some clock. Kinsley wide open three. Bang! 27-13. Kinsley's had the hot hand all night. Tarpons harassing them on defense. A timeout will be called by Mount Carmel. And Padna is a 30. I think that's all they have left. Padna, I just don't know that the Cubs have enough offense tonight in this one.
No, they don't. And even if they do come hit a couple of shots, the Lady Tarpons are disciplined enough right here, ready to keep the ball back out. They can run some clock.
Well, now they say it's a full, but we're halfway through the full being over, so it's too late now. Now Carmel does have one timeout left, only one timeout left. Tarpons have 3.
Got a moment here. Just thank a few of our sponsors. Lafourche Parish Fire District number 3, Terrio Due Interior Insurance, Performance Automotive. You need some new tires?
Actually, I was going to say, yeah, we're getting pretty close, to be honest.
Go find them on the back row of Performance Automotive. Joe Septic, you need a portalet?
Nah.
Never know.
But if I do, I know where I'm going.
Advanced Eye Institute, you need a eye doctor.
That I do need.
Lady of the Sea General Hospital.
And that I usually need too.
Thank you so very much for sponsoring High School Athletics. See you game 1 of many to come.
Mount Carmel up against it, down 14 with 3:56 to go. What wide open Kraft hesitation. Now she's got her no step into it. Missed it. Rebound goes to Chubbs. I think the Tarps want to run some clock here. Terrebonne has it deflected, and it will not touch Savoie, so it'll stay with South Lafourche.
Kind of a long pass there.
Number 20, Riley Guidry, back into the game. We saw her for periods in the first half. Terrebonne has it stolen. In transition, Mount Carmel will lay it up and in. 27-15 the score, 3:20 to go. Mount Carmel does not have it. They get another rip and a steal and another transition layup. That is good. And Coach Kathy Luke will call a timeout right away. It goes a very quick 4-0 spurt. Coach Luke not happy with the energy of her team getting off of the floor. It is going to be a full timeout, so let's take it with him. We'll be back in 1 minute. The Tarpons up 27-17 here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
Buddy to take that out, but
3:11 to go here. The Tarpons have been struggling with the Mount Carmel pressure. Lions back to Nyla. Nyla across the timeline. She double dribbled.
Now, I just think he saw something that
Yeah,
wasn't there.
I don't know about
Yeah.
that one there. That was puzzling to me.
It did look like it.
Can Mount Carmel get it in the single digits? A quick three, no. Rebound goes to Guidry. She's trapped in the corner, and that's out of bounds. Oh, no. They'll say it's out of bounds off of South Lafourche. Thought the Mount Carmel player hit it out, but I guess they'll say Guidry was standing on the out of bounds line with possession. 2:52 to go. This game getting interesting. Left side of the floor, Burner. Nyla has the post fronted, not letting them get it into the inside. It's an open three for Cerise. Got it.
Rotation in the zone. Someone's not getting out on the wing.
The Cubs are not out of this game. They are down just 7. Savoie across the timeline. Lady Tarpons do have the arrow. Savoie will be fouled. One of my other bosses is in the house. Jonathan Terrell just walked into the building. His son will play for the Thibodeau boys. Chubbs will get it to Nyla Lyons. Back to Chubbs. South Lafourche needs a bucket here. Chubbs will have it deflected out. Either a bucket or about a minute off the clock. Either one would be good at this point. How about both?
Should we go there? He knows the directions to South. Can you give it to the basketball?
That was Mr. Brian Kiley who said that, not Mr. Casey Gisclair. Chubbs thought about the shot.
That was an old joke from years ago.
Savoie to Terrebonne. 2:05 to go. Oh, man, just a hip check on Terrebonne, not called. Now she's got it back. They're trying to foul. There they do get the whistle. That's the second team foul of the quarter. 1:59 to go. It's got to hurt Mount Carmel here having just one timeout. You'd love to have more opportunities to stop the clock. Lady Tarpons get it in the line. There's a little dribble handoff to Chubbs. Back to Lions. A Savoie working around the Terrebonne. South Lafourche just standing at midcourt. They're okay with that. They're up 7. Terrebonne and closely guarded. Spins into the lane. Out to Chubbs. 1:40 to go. How much time can the Lady Tarpons run off the clock? Chubbs hands it to Nyla on the right side. Nyla holding it high. 90 seconds to go. Mount Carmel's got to get in the bonus here, Brian. They've still got 3 fouls to give. Guidry thought about the shot. Will attack into the lane, shoot a floater. I don't think that's what the coaching staff wanted there. Now the Cubs will come in transition. Step into a three. It's deflected. Nyla Lyons got it. And the Tarpons will come in transition, and their coach just called a carry.
Yeah, I think
it's the right call.
Yeah, he just saw it and it was a little late.
It's the right call, but I think the reaction helped sell it of the coaching staff from Coach Tomatis.
Well, I agree. If she doesn't say that, I don't think he calls it, but because he probably would have thought it was too late to call it.
Mount Carmel's got to go quick. Savoie deflection. Dives on the floor. Good hustle, but Mount Carmel's got it back. Inside of a minute, they laid up scoop shot. No, rebound goes to the floor. The Cubs have it. And a foul.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. You still got fouls to give. 53.4. You reset your defense. What a hustle from Coach Luke will call a timeout here. She wants a full. We'll take it with him. The Tarpons are up 7. 53.4 to go. We'll be back in a minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Carmel has possession out of the timeout. They get it inside, and Sawa will pull it away. The arrow points to South Lafourche on the tie-up. 51.4 to go.
Yeah,
South Lafourche has possession.
Good job, Colts defense. Bring the ball low, go and attack it.
They are not denying the inbound. So, yeah, now they are going to further extend. They let Terrebonne get it in. Clock running down the hatch here. Lions has it. Now to Chubbs. Chubbs will get it across the timeline to Terrebonne. And I have no idea what the Cubs are doing. They're just letting the Tarpons run clock. There's the foul, but 17 seconds have come off the clock already in the possession. That was their last foul to give. They'll get it into Terrebonne, wide open at the rim, and very wisely pulls it out. The time off the clock is more important, and they're still not fouling. Savoie to Chubbs, 23 seconds to go. I have no idea what they're doing. There's the foul. The scoreboard says 3. I think, yeah, that was their last foul to give. So Lady Tarpons can still further run the clock here. Get it inbounds to Terrebonne. This time it's deflected and stolen, but the clock is running. Long outlet pass down the floor, inside. Ball's on the floor. Savoie's got it. It's a tie-up. Now Carmel has the arrow, but I don't think it matters. There's 10 seconds to go. They're down 7. Just don't think there's enough time left for the Cubs in this one.
Yeah. 50 seconds left. They had fouls to give, and they waited until under 20.
Struggling to get it in. They do on the right side of the floor, and a timeout will be called by Coach Tomatis with 9 seconds to go, and I don't understand what that is either, but that's okay. She'll try to draw one up, and now if I'm Coach Luke, I'm just telling my kids just don't even inbound the ball. Whatever happens, just do what they got to do.
Yeah, and look, it's good they call the timeout right here. Coach Luke can work on some of her in-game situations right now, and you may want to treat it like it's a tie game. How you going to play it?
Yeah, try to get one last stop and all that good stuff. No, we'll see how it goes.
And one thing, don't foul. So there's teachable and coachable moments that can happen right here.
The Lady Tarpons are going to get to 5-0. And they do take care of business and look, this is exactly what Coach Luke told me before it was going to be. Very physical game, hard-fought game. Said it was the best opponent they played so far. Mount Carmel has shown some good things. Now, you just got to root for them to go win a bunch of games.
Yeah, I'm not sure their schedule.
They're in a tough district, that doesn't help. But, hey, man, it is what it is.
Regardless, you're going to 5-0.
Yep, and that matters more than anything at this point for Big Blue. 9 seconds to go. There's no timeout. Down 7. This game is a wrap, assuming the Lady Tarpons do not commit fouls. They'll get it into Kirsch. They'll try to feed the post, and she'll miss the layup. Shoot it up and in. You don't have to do anything now. The game's over. And that'll be a wrap. So our final score is South Lafourche 27, Mount Carmel 22. Brian, some final thoughts as the Lady Tarpons take care of business and defend their home floor.
Well, Mount Carmel waited until 5 seconds to get the ball inside to the post player, but the Lady Tarpon defense didn't allow them to do it the entire game. Very impressed with the Lady Tarpon defense, their hustle, and they made enough shots from the outside, and they got to the free throw line, and that helped.
So let's now go ahead and hit reset. Let's go ahead and take a 3-minute break. When we get back out of the 3-minute break, we will start preparations for the boys matchup. We got the Tarpon boys taking on Thibodaux. So two different schools, well, one different school. The Tarpons are taking on a different opponent in the boys. We got Tarpons and we got Tigers in a parish rivalry when we get back in 3 minutes here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.